Yo YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Kari here, back again with another video. So today's topic is gonna be all about Colombian words, guys. Some of the most commonly used words here in Colombia that don't necessarily translate in the translator. And it's kind of like slang, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna teach you guys a few slang words so that when you come to Colombia, you're ready, you got your ears wide open, and you can hear and understand what these folks are saying out here. Because like I said, a lot of this is not in the dictionary, guys. You know how we use slang back home in the States? They do the same thing out here and probably even more. So let's get into it, man. The first word that I wanna break down for y'all, before we get into that actually, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Show your boy some love. Now, the first word that I'm gonna break down is one of the most common ones. Is very, very known for this area of Colombia. Okay, you probably heard of it. It's probably the first word that, you know, people really taught me here as far as slang goes, and that is 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤 or chimba. You could use it a million different ways, but basically all that means is cool, like dope, awesome. It's pretty simple, but out here in Medellin and all of Colombia, they might use it, you know, just say like, oh, that's cool, bro. Or, you know, like, it might be like, oh, wow, that's crazy, bro, like, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤. It really, it might not really go for, like, something being crazy. It really goes for something being cool, something being nice. Like, you get a brand new car, you get a brand new motorcycle, they're like, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤. You know what I mean? So that's a very important word to know when you're out here in Medellin, for sure. You can just kind of use it with your normal sentences and work it in when the time is right. It has to be some real dope-ish going on. Don't just use it to just be like it for any old thing. It has to be really cool for you to use that word, all right? So again, it's 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of that word already, but for those that haven't, you know, add it to your vocabulary. Let's get into the next word, guys. So the next word is one of my favorites. I don't know why. It's just like when they say it out here, it just has a ring to it. You know what I mean? So I started using it because I heard so many more people using it out here. And like that word basically, man, it sounds like something else in the States, but let's go ahead and say the word gonorrhea. Okay, so there's a double R sound. I'm not the best at the double R sound, but I can make a little tiny little all right, that's the American tongue for you. So gonorrhea. Okay, that's the word. And so that really means like almost, I don't want to curse, but it's like, that's like WTF, you know what I'm saying? Like gonorrhea, you know, like you see something really crazy going on. Say one of your boys is telling you a story about last night and it got wild and crazy, right? You might be like, gonorrhea, you know what I mean? Like, wow, that was wild, that was crazy, dog. Like, I can't believe this happened or that happened, you know?
Fuga, fuga! Ay, gonorrea! Ay, marica! Ay, 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 ay! Ay, 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 ay! Ay, gonorrea! Ay, esa gonorrea! Uy, qué momento más random.
It's kind of like chimba, but not really. Like, you would use chimba more for, like I said, like, that's nice, that's really cool. So think of like chimba being like, that's dope, and then think of like gonorrhea being like WTF. You know what that means. I'm abbreviating for what the, because I don't want to curse. But anyway, people use it in Medellin a lot. Like that word is highly, highly used out here in Medellin. It's one of the most commonly used words here. So you might hear 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐤, 𝐴 you know, they might change up how they're saying it or whatever. They might even call somebody a gonorrhea, like, mira este gonorrhea, like, look at this person that's doing something crazy, you know what I mean? Like, so that's one of my favorite ones. And of course, the elephant in the room is that it sounds like an STD in the United States. So you basically are saying gonorrhea, but gonorrhea, you know, gonorrhea being an STD in English language. So, you know, at first I didn't really want to use it because I was like, I felt like I was saying gonorrhea. Who wants to run around saying gonorrhea or whatever? But it's just like, when people say it out here, they're so excited, so animated with it. It's just like stuck with me. So yeah, that had to make the list. Okay, so the next word, guys, is more of 3 words put together, but es una nota. Es una nota. That means like That's really awesome. That's really cool. Another one that kind of means the same thing, but like 𝐥𝐤𝐤 being more like that's crazy, that's wild, that's WTF. You know, and then 𝐥𝐤𝐤 being like that's really nice, like you just got something new. 𝐷𝐸 una nota is more like, oh, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the it's not the nicest thing in the world that you've seen, but it's just like that's cool. You know what I mean? I mess with that. I like that. 𝐷𝐸 una nota. You know, like that's cool. That's what's up. And really, what it means is like it's a note when you translate it, but I don't know how they get, oh, that's what's up, out of that, but you know, that's how they use it. You know what I'm saying? So they might be like, es una nota este día. You know what I mean? Like it's a nice day out. Or es una nota este plan. You know, if you're saying like, oh, I wanna go to the beach for 2 days and do this. Oh, es una nota. That's a good plan. You know what I mean? So definitely have that one ready to go. You know what I mean? You'll sound more paisa. You'll sound very, very Colombian when you're using these slang words. And that's my goal, man. I hope I can help you guys sound a little bit more official out here, because it is important, and that's how they know. Once you start talking, you might look the part of a Colombian, but once you start talking, that's always a dead giveaway. So if you work some of this in, you know what I mean, you might be able to pass for a Colombian a little bit easier, or at least it might take them longer to figure you out, right? And then of course with like girls and, you know, friends, it just helps to know the slang, man. You know, I mean, it shows that you embrace the culture. All right, so let's get into the next word, guys. Estar mocas, okay? Estar mocas. It means to be a fly, right? Like to be like an insect, right? But really, what it really means is like to be attentive, like to be alert, to be on your P's and Q's, as we might say in the States. Like estar mocas, like we're out in the hood right now. Estar mocas, like watch out. You know what I'm saying? Like be careful. You know what I mean? Like it's important to be able to say that, because you might be in a situation and you might have to tell people, you might be with some Colombians and you might have to be like, estar mocas, like be on it, you know, be on your P's and Q's, right? That's a good one to know. And it's useful because it can help you in the time of an emergency, you know what I mean? So you gotta just keep that one in the back of your head just in case, you know, you might not use it all the time, but it's a good one to know. Okay, let's get into the next word. So the next word is more of like it's not really a word per se, but it's like an ending that you add to stuff. So, okay, or que. So they say that so much in Colombia, guys. Okay, they might be like, vamos a ir por Medellin, or qué? Are we gonna go to Medellin or what? That's what they're saying, or what. So when you translate it, simply or what. So you know how we would say like, are we gonna go out or what? You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna play this game of football or what? Are we gonna go to the mall or what? So the same way we would use it, they use the exact same thing here in Colombia. So I just want you to be used to hearing that, you know what I mean? Because they probably use it a little bit more out here. They even use like or no. They'll say or what or no, or they might say or sí, but most of the time it's gonna be or qué or no. So it might be like bien or no. Vamos a ir a discoteca or no. Vamos a ir Santa Marta or qué, you know. So they're saying, are we gonna go here or what? Are we gonna go here or not? You'll hear that so much out here, guys. And this is more like when they say that, they're like putting flavor on their speech. You know what I mean? So just look out for that. You'll hear it in conversation. You know, most of the younger crowd really likes to use those words, and it really just kind of slips into the conversation or the sentences. Like they just kind of slip it in there real quick. So another good one to know. All right, guys, let's get into the next one. All right, now this is something you'll hear a lot of Colombians tell you if they're trying to warn you to be careful, right? So they'll say this: no dar papaya, no dar papaya. More or less what they're saying is don't look like a lick. Like don't be looking like you could possibly get robbed right now. It's similar to estar mocas, but the difference is like estar mocas is more like be on the lookout, but no dar papaya is more like don't give yourself away as looking like you're not paying attention. okay? It's similar, very similar. But the difference here is like, don't give yourself away. And then the other one is like, be on alert. You know, those are the two differences. So if they would say like, you're giving papaya, right? Basically like you're making it easy for someone to rob you. If you're walking around with a gold chain on the street at night on your phone, you're giving papaya, guys. Like, and so when Colombian people say that, they simply are just telling you, hey, be conscious of what you're doing. You know what I mean? And don't look like you're not paying attention, and don't wear things or don't do things that bring attention to you. All right. So I heard that a lot when I first got here. Like people, and it took me a while to understand what they meant by that. I'm like, you know, don't give away a fruit. Like, but basically they're saying don't look like a lick. Don't look easy to rob. You know, so that's important. So I got two party ones for you that I'm gonna run down. So the first one is 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤, 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤, 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤. Okay, so that simply means to be hungover, guys. That's all it means. So you might be like, ¿Estás 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤? You know what I mean? Are you hungover from last night, basically? You know, so easy one to understand there, but it really goes with the partying, because you know, Medellin is a party city, guys. You know what I mean? It's probably the biggest party city in Colombia, right? And so that's a simple one, 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤. And yeah, it's a good one to know, because you might have to use that sometime. You might be like, have to tell some girl like, I'm freaking hungover from last night, like really bad, you know? People might tell it to you as well, because the Colombians love to get right, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get into the final word. All right, the final finale is going to be rumbear, okay? That simply means to party, guys. But a lot of people use fiesta, right? Vamos a fiesta. So that just sounds like, it just don't sound like right. You know, out here they would say vamos a rumbear, you know? So when you translate it in the app or whatever and Google Translate, if you say, let's go out to party or something, it's gonna tell you fiesta. But rumbear is a much more smoother way to say the same thing, right? And it's much more common here in Medellin, Colombia. So I just want you to know that, man. Have all your vocabulary right as you come down here. And I know a lot of my dudes out there are practicing Spanish, getting lessons, and you know, I love to see that. And the Colombian people love to see you embracing their culture as well. So definitely keep that up, guys. And thanks for watching this video. It's your boy 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞. Like, comment, and subscribe to my man. You know what I'm saying? We going up right now. Got a lot of content coming for y'all. If you need your consultation, lock in with me on Instagram right now at Kari.𝐦𝐤𝐤. All right, and I'm out. Peace.